I'm Myrna Loy of Blackbright News, and today I am talking about the unspoken impact of Grenfell Tower. Now, as an observer of the tower, and we've listened to it in the news, I'm not sure how many of us realise the devastation to do with Islamic and Jewish culture. Now, what I learned recently is that the cremation is called haram in Islam, and that it's forbidden in Islam. And when you think that the people in Grenfell Tower were cremated, albeit against their will, that goes against everything Islam believes in. The dead are required that the deceased are cleaned, shrouded, prayed for, and buried in the earth. Anything else is considered an act of disrespect or sin. So can you imagine, with this belief, how they must feel when their family members were cremated against their will, and how it impacts their faith and everything they believe in? Based on the belief that the dead must be treated as the living, the cremated deceased experiences disrespect that is inconsistent with the honour bestowed by Allah. That is their philosophy. However, it is Allah can make the cremated body whole again for resurrection, so that the cremated are not believed to preclude the deceased from reaching heaven or hell. Nonetheless, there is always an exception to the rule, and I believe that when if there was a disease, a prevalent disease, or number of people being killed because of that disease, it will allow cremation to take place. However, that was not the case in Grenfell Tower. I also believe that because of the way they died, there is also an exception. Similarly, the Jews have a similar philosophy where the Jewish law, which is called halakha, is unequivocal that the dead must be buried in the earth. They believe from dust we came from, and to dust we shall return. And the Lord formed man from the dust, from the ground, and therefore we are meant to return to the ground. I was thinking though, you know, I guess some people, when they cremate and they keep the ashes, some people actually keep them in their homes. So I guess it's not really returning to the earth unless they're scattered in a burial ground or something. So I'm not sure, when many of us watched Grenfell Tower go up in flames, whilst we knew there were Islamic and Jewish occupants, it may not have dawned on many of us the implication of having their family cremated and how that could have added to their trauma. Knowing a little bit about the culture helps us to empathise even more with the families. All the above does not apply to an individual who was cremated against their will, as I said before. After the Holocaust, many conscientious Jews gathered ashes from the extermination camp crematoria and respectfully buried them in the Jewish crematorium. So I guess I'm just bringing to light just another aspect of the devastation of those who died in Grenfell Tower, and how what many of us may take for granted is actually, I don't even know what the word is, but when you think that it goes against your religion, your culture, your belief, that you shouldn't be cremated, how devastating it must have been for their families to watch for the survivors to watch their families go up in flames. So this is a short video just to draw your attention to the many aspects of Grenfell Tower. Bye for now.